Actually, I haven't had one in a while.
I don't like Oreo cookies.
Let us know when you're ready there, Daniel. Are we ready? We're ready. We're rolling.
Wow.
That's the Artie Quitter, Artie Lang Uncensored podcast. That's right. Friday edition. We couldn't do one yesterday because I was doing the Tonight Show, and two people that were at the Tonight Show with me, I was so happy to have them there, are the two people that are with me on the podcast today. They couldn't make it yesterday because it's every Thursday. They're usually here, but we switched it to Friday because of the Tonight Show, and they're graciously here on Friday. Mike Bocchetti and Stacy Pressman.
Hello.
Hello, Stacy. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Artie.
What's up, guys?
Wow, we feel like proud parents.
Well, listen, I got to say, obviously after you do a talk show, you always, something I learned from Howard, it's good to talk about it before and after because, fans like a look into show business a little bit, but that building, first of all, I used to do a Conan O'Brien in the NBC building. And, it's such a cool building to do anything in. It's in the heart of New York City, 30 Rockefeller Center, legendary building. Of course, they've done Saturday Night Live there forever, but they did the old Tonight Shows with Johnny Carson in the same studio Jimmy Fallon's doing the Tonight Show now. The same studio Carson did it the first 10 years. And, legendary news and all this stuff. And it's just a fun place to be in with the history,
The energy there was incredible.
It was high energy.
So you're running around. I did about 20 Conans over the years. And they were always good to me.
I only did one Conan. It wasn't him.
Well, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But, every time I go there, I have to pinch myself that I'm working in that building. And also being on, the Tonight Show with Fallon is the highest rated late night show now. Jimmy is just kicking ass, and he deserves it, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, you see how he stops by the dressing room. This is something Letterman doesn't do. Conan does it. Letterman does it. He stops by and says hi before the show. Letterman has the same theory Howard has, maybe an old school thing where, save the conversation for the air. It makes more sense with Howard because he gets into a real conversation on the radio. But, 7-8 minutes, what are you going to do? But he came by and said hi to the guys. You guys met him.
He was so charming.
But not in a phony way. Not in like that Hollywood douchey phony
No, he's a real
way.
deal.
No, believe me, he's a good guy. And but so I got there with Danny and my sister and my manager, who's Conan Smith. We were sitting there. Stacy walks in. She looked beautiful. Stacy Pressman looked absolutely gorgeous. Mike looked good too, but I have to say, the first thing you notice is Mike looked like he had jumped in the East River. The sweat. He was wearing a really nice sort of silk-looking dress, purple shirt.
Yeah, Stacy loved that shirt.
I know, very nice shirt, but Mike, it was soaking wet. You were soaking wet. The hair dye was sweating out of you.
I know.
He was so nervous. It was like he was going to perform.
Well, it looks like you were sweating blood because your red or dark hair dye was coming down your face.
No, we both
Chartreuse.
Both so excited for you. It's like
your chartreuse hair dye.
We felt like it was just we were both very excited.
Well, that's very sweet of you to be nervous for you, but it was.
Stacy
he was like Mike I noticed that when Mike gets excited, he starts to sweat incessantly.
Well, that's obvious.
Like a
How
lot.
long had you walked?
Not that far.
One
it was
block.
So hot yesterday.
Man. Mike, honestly, have you got your sweat glands looked into? A man of your size shouldn't sweat that much. I would think you don't sweat. You should be 103 pounds.
He's not that overweight, Mike, anymore. He's definitely.
Well, I mean, he's enormous. Let's face it.
Oh God.
I'm going to tell it like it is. Stacy's very nice. You're enormous. You
I mean,
look better.
comparatively, I saw the pictures
right,
before.
Right, no, you look better. You look better. You're still insane.
What did he do when he was that heavy? Like, he must have almost, died.
Yeah, well, he did. I think Mike technically died a couple of times. I know I did. But it was very nice to have you guys there.
Thank you.
And the show went very well. It was my fifth time on the Tonight Show. And that is a record. You know who's right behind me is Hugh Jackman, which is the only time our names are mentioned together, I'm sure. But again, so thank you to Jimmy. And thank you to everyone at the Tonight Show, and thank you guys for coming by. Any you guys saw the Muppet thing? There's a great thing at the studio where they do this. In 1964, while waiting to do the Jack Parr show, Jim Henson, who invented the Muppets, he had to wait like 3 hours while they got ready for him. And there were these exposed plumbing pipes, like old plumbing pipes, old school. They're not working anymore, but they're still there. They didn't rip them out because to kill time, Jim Henson himself drew puppets, like Muppet-type puppets, on the pipes.
Wow.
Hair. Did you not see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was mind-blowing.
Well, that's the story. And so there's a little room. They put a plaque, and you could go there. So there's that kind of history there around the block. You guys check that out.
Yeah.
Dan showed us. It was great.
So, like you said, high energy, but what else? What other observations did you make, Mike?
It was just, well, when the Doobie Brothers came on, right?
Okay, the musical guest, the Doobie Brothers.
We started. Stacy started dancing a little bit. Then I started dancing, and we both started dancing up there. And
Your
we're
sister
like,
was dancing. We were
Right, my sister was there. It
She
was
was so
also
nice.
Stacy,
Yeah.
and
We had a good great
you
time.
guys were all dancing to the Doobs.
and then, but the thing is, Stacy's a woman always right about stuff. She's like, we'll get thrown out here. if we
No,
don't
Mike
stop
wanted to
dancing.
start dancing with me like we're at the prom. And,
Right.
And I said, Mike, we're going to get thrown out. Just kind of shake it in the back. And,
Mike,
you know,
we're going to get arrested, which brings us to our next thing.
Oh no.
So the day was just starting for these two. Of course, they get you a nice big car, and me and my sister and Danny went on. We came back to Hoboken and had a nice meal. I like to get home. I don't like to stay in New York, especially with the traffic. But you guys stayed in New York because you had to go the other way. And this is all I heard from Filato. He tells me that you almost got arrested because you were periscoping in the fountain at Rockefeller Center. I don't know how you thought this would be okay. You guys delegate. Stacy, you're in charge here. Tell me the story.
Okay, so we went on Periscope, and then, they're very active. And they tell you, I'm like, hey, Mike and I are here. We had a great time watching Artie. Watch it tonight. Killed it, blah, blah, blah. They're like, why don't you guys start talking to people?
Broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
And they do get bossy on Periscope.
They're very bossy.
They do. They'll tell you what to do. Raise your right arm. It's like Simon Says. Raise your right arm. Punch yourself in the face.
It's the kind of thing you end up taking your clothes off and not realizing you've done
Right.
it,
Exactly.
So Mike and I start talking to, like, tourists. I'm like, let's start talking to tourists like we're interviewing them. And it was actually really funny. Like, we talked to these people. And
It is tourist central. I mean, a lot of you guys would obviously assume that. It's Rockefeller Center. It is the middle of the summer, beautiful day. It is like a tourist bomb went off.
yeah, the tour, and it was like comedy heaven. So we
Right.
just started talking to people. Like, we met these Malaysians, and like, what airlines did you take?
Right, stuff like that. Is your plane visible? Is it anywhere?
I'm like, 2 planes 1 year, not so good.
They
you know?
can find Mike, but they can't find the plane.
Oh god. No, but they loved when Stacy started talking to people. They loved her. You know what I mean?
And
It's
Mike
like-
started talking, and we met Irish guys, and we asked them what their favorite comedians
do know
were.
Irish
Mike,
brogue.
you do a great Irish brogue. Mike, let's hear something.
Are you laughing at me, Danny? What the hell are we gonna get in?
Nice.
Woo!
I don't know what's better, your brogue or your English accent.
I love the brogue.
Do your English guy talking to the Irish.
They hate each other. Can I fight with them?
Well, not fight. It was a podcast.
Okay,
yeah.
I was going to go. What do you call it? Long live the hello, long live the Queen. No, you dirty bastard! You've been fighting us for decades, and we're going to pound your head into the IRA. Oh, damn it, you're not, because we pounded you belders a long time ago.
Right?
That's lovely, Mike. Lovely.
Thank you, Stacey. You're quite a lovely
Throw
child.
another shrimp on the barbie. Right? Or that's Australian.
You're such a lovely lady, Mrs. B, because you're so nice and you're just adorable. And like,
Thank you, Mr. Mike Bocchetti.
Oh, this is beautiful. This could be a little play.
We can do a play.
This could be a
Would you
play.
like some tea?
It's called Mike Sweats.
Mike, why do you sweat so much?
because you make me sweat, Mrs.
The
B,
Earl of
because
Sweat.
He's the Earl of Sweat.
He's the Duke of Sweat.
No, I get nervous when Mrs. B. I sweat like an
Mike, you have a lot of
you know what I-
perspiration up your butt.
You know what I call you, Mike? The Duke of Sweet.
Woo! Duke of Sweet. I like
Clap
that.
for yourself, asshole. So what happened?
So then we were talking to, then that was funny with the people from Kuwait. They're like, we're from here. I'm like,
Let me tell you something
No, they had
right
no-
now.
Oh no, they were like very like.
I thought they were from Queens. I said, you're from Queens. They go, no.
Yo, motherfucker. I'll do every action you want. Yo, motherfucker. We're not from Kuwait. We're from Queens,
no,
motherfucker.
They go, no, Kuwait. And they had suitcases. I'm like,
Oh no, we worried with them.
Suitcases?
Yeah, we
You
kind
think
of
there was
scared
a
them a little
bum?
bit.
but they were with a drag queen, so I don't think it was.
No.
They were
I
safe.
wouldn't trust
He
a
was kind
drag
of
queen.
obnoxious though with us, really, right?
What did they say?
He was like kind of like obnoxious with us.
What
They
was he
were okay.
saying?
Like, I can't do his voice. I don't want to get in trouble mimicking gay people. You know.
He was like, honey,
Dude, you just the
leave us
most
alone.
insulting brogue in
I'll do
Ireland.
it, honey. Just leave us alone, okay?
Oh, so they were gay Kuwait people from
No,
Queens.
2 regular girls from Kuwait and 1 gay
Two
guy.
regular girls and one.
I don't know how to explain them.
Two regular
No, it was
girls.
weird.
Now, did you?
I'll do the gay guy. Listen, you look disgusting. You're sweating like a pig monster.
No, he said something like,
You're sweating like a disgusting velvet-shirted pig monster. You look like just a disgusting chartreuse-dyed hair. What were you thinking, chartreuse hair? You look disgusting, you pig monster.
Pig monster. Oh.
Well, that's what a gay guy would say. What would a regular
He was
guy
wearing
say?
lipstick, actually.
You're wearing lipstick. Oh, he was wearing lipstick.
He was wearing lipstick.
I'm wearing lipstick.
Lipstick.
but it was so fun when Stacy went in the water. I loved it.
Wait a minute.
That's where I was got arrested,
You're just
Mike.
creeping me the fuck out right now. What did you love about
So
it?
then they said, Stacy, someone jump in the fountain.
So
Mike-
what happened? You come to get to the arrest.
So
We're
then,
hearing about
so
Kuwait.
then we went Italians, and I wanted to see how much the baby cost. Anyway.
That was awesome.
We know. Here, let's get to the
Okay.
arrest.
So then someone said, jump in the fountain. And Mike
said that?
One
On
of the,
Periscope?
Yeah, the Periscope people. And I said, okay, I'll put my feet in the water because I'm not going to wet my hair. you
Yeah,
know?
well, I can't even do that, I don't think.
So we had a whole thing planned. It was Mike's idea, not mine. So if the police came, Mike would tell them he was retarded.
Right.
And said that I was doing it, I was this caretaker and that he didn't know any better.
Listen, oh, God.
No, because
I'm retarded.
can we act that scene out? This is so funny.
But that would get Stacy arrested.
No,
That
for
Mike-
doing that with a
that- no, that
retarded
he
guy?
dropped something in the fountain. I was getting it for him.
What did he drop?
We'd make it up. I'm like, he dropped his like
I
watch.
was going to
or
yell.
something.
When
No,
did you show your vagina?
That
That was Mike messed
Wait a
up
minute,
the
that
camera.
really happened?
Well, no, I was wearing
No,
Spanx.
it wasn't-
You couldn't see
it wasn't-
it,
All
but-
right, let's say you're telling an awful story. Tell it linear.
Let's
How
face
did
it,
it happen?
So basically, towards the end of our Periscope, our 35-minute Periscope, someone said, jump in the fountain. And I said, okay. So I took my shoes off. And as I'm taking my shoes off and putting them on, the camera panned into my vagina. But you couldn't see anything.
But
so
wait a minute. Who was holding the camera, Mike?
Mike.
Mike, did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't do it on purpose.
You
to her. She knows
creepy
that.
fucking asshole.
She knows I wouldn't do that to her.
Stace,
She
how
knows
could
that.
you even spend another second with this creep?
It was an accident because I
She
just
knows
couldn't
I'm not
hold
the
it
kind of-
straight.
You pig monster!
And then
How could you take a picture of this woman's vagina? I wish I had a vagina.
No, but I didn't do it on. I would never do that. To her.
It was
I'm not
it was
that kind of
covered,
gal.
but anyway. So then our excuse was then we were going to pick flowers out of because they had beautiful flowers, and then
That
Mike
you're
was,
not supposed to touch.
Right.
I was going to rip the flowers out for. I love
But I
them.
said then we'll just say Mike's retarded. He didn't know any better.
No, because I was seeing the flowers. I'm like, I want to give these to Stacy for a bouquet.
And listen, Mike, if
them
Mike
out.
talked to the cops for longer than a minute, they'd believe the retarded story, right?
That was Mike's. I didn't say that he was retarded. Mike's idea. was
No,
that he was
no,
retarded.
because I was
But-
like going to
Or
grab.
just say real, be realistic. Just say really, really
Say
stupid.
what you're going to do.
I was going to grab
I'm like,
the
so
flowers.
you're the cop.
I was going to grab the flowers for Stacy because they're so pretty. I was.
You can't just take flowers out of-
You just rip them out of the thing, right? And
So
then,
did a cop come?
Yeah, they came by. What are you guys doing? I'm like, we're just playing around.
Did the cop have an Irish brogue?
no, but she goes. She goes.
Some improv you are,
Oh,
asshole.
of course he did, because get
Yeah.
the hell away from those flowers. Before I give you a good shellacking, you bastard.
You're up to the devil's business.
That's right, you're the devil, you fat-headed pig. I'd throw you in the back of the...
Nah, forget it.
Sorry.
I
Pig
guess he didn't have a
monster.
brogue.
No, but she... But the thing is, if they were... I was not going to let her get arrested, because she was going to be like...
Would you have done that? Would you have valiantly said that you're the one who put
Yes.
a vagina on Periscope and said, "Look, I'll take the rap"?
I would. Of course I'd take the
Of course you
fall.
would.
Not illegal to
Would you
put
take
vagi-
50 years in prison
Yes.
for Stacy? You would?
Absolutely.
Well,
Mike, don't
he
say
is.
that.
He is retarded. Hey, now what?
We're on...
Okay, but of course, what happened? Dan, can you make this go quicker?
No, but I want to know, did you ever think that after you got arrested and they asked you what you were doing there, that you would have to say, we were friends of Artie Lang's,
No,
which is on the
I
Tonight
wouldn't give
Show?
him up.
No, we would just
you
have to
could've
be.
said that.
we
It's
just
not
keep
gonna
up
be
the-
in trouble. Who
The
cares?
mental retardation.
She was going to...
He didn't know any better.
No, she was going to go...
You should.
But
have
what if the cop hadn't
I'd
seen
be
his
like-
act?
You should have dice. We should have dice right next to you the whole time, going, "Hey, Rita."
No, but she would have... Tell him what we would have did. This would have been a great scene. It would have been awesome.
So I'd be like, I'm sorry, he's special needs.
I want ice cream. You told me we're getting ice cream after this.
So I mean, that's you though.
So I know the cop, I'm so sorry. He dropped his watch in the fountain.
No, I dropped it. She told me drop. No, I
But
But
Yeah,
you're
it's not
telling
in
me
there.
this guy dropped something by mistake and
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
ice cream? That's completely believable.
He said to take me ice cream. I know.
That's
Mike-
you were afraid to do the gay guy, and that's your retarded guy? What about retarded guy with a brogue?
Oh, that's a hard one to do.
Do it, Mike.
Do it, Mike.
Okay, what do you call it? I can't do it.
Do the brogue and then do
Okay,
retardedness
okay,
with the
what do you call
brogue.
it? Are you laughing because I want to sit down? No, fuck. Oh wait, the brogue. Okay, hold on.
Say I want ice cream and a brogue.
Ice cream. Oh no, wait.
Oh, that's a good.
Oh my god!
I want ice cream.
I want ice cream. Give me ice cream, Dave. You can't give me ice cream.
You know, you'd be great. You know what I want to see you in? A lack of talent contest.
Oh God Almighty, I'll be the first prize.
That would be amazing. No, honestly, very funny. So, what did the cop like really? I feel you're embellishing the story.
No.
The cop just said, "What
Did
do
you come close to getting arrested? A New York City cop needs way more.
No, he
to
knew we
arrest.
were nice kids. You know.
Did he buy the retarded story? Or it never got to that level?
We never got to because
No.
I talked us out of it. I'm like, we're just having fun.
No, she talked us right
I
out.
said, Mike, just don't say anything. Let me.
What'd you
just do
say?
it." I'm like, we're just having fun. We're just like
She's so
sorry.
charming. They
Say
love
his
her.
head's bleeding from retardedness.
He's
It's
sweating.
chartreuse
He's not-
head.
yeah,
Did
chartreuse.
they see the sweat?
Yeah.
Did they want to rush him to the hospital?
No, the people on Periscope were worried about him.
Mike, you looked grotesque. And the other thing, Mike, have some etiquette. Listen, when you're that sweaty and disgusting, don't hug people.
Yes.
You come up to people, like I was about to go on television. You give me a big hug. I look like I just went up against a sponge. And you're hugging my sister, Dan, everybody, my manager. Everybody's just so grossed out.
What would you do if Jimmy Fallon was that sweaty and he?
Did you hug Fallon?
No.
How?
He's very sweet though. I didn't even think of that, hugging him because.
Oh my God! Tweet that. Okay, send that to me.
Okay.
It's a picture of Jimmy Fallon being so nice in the dressing room. He's avoiding you. You know how you look away from a tragedy?
No, but he was explaining that dessert that was so cool.
Yeah, I know.
What was that? I didn't even eat it. What was that?
It's unbelievable. You know what? The Tonight Show gives the best goodies in the back. In the back dressing rooms, they have this one thing that's like cookie dough. Like they're shaped like a Dunkin Munchkin with the same consistency, but they're so good. It's like truffles. Truffles.
It is the best thing I've ever eaten,
Yeah.
I think. There are the cookies from
I love that Jimmy came and explained it to like
I know.
like his
That was so
house.
cool.
Come try this dessert. He must be a really good person to throw a party. I think he'd be a great
Oh no!
party
Listen,
thrower.
absolutely. I think the guy probably throws a mean party, which I hope to get invited to one day. But if I keep saying he's probably afraid I'm going to take you or something.
No,
You know what? You're hurting my social calendar.
sorry, I just.
That's right.
I took Mike to a really nice party once. Remember?
That's right. We had a great time.
What was the party?
It was like a benefit party for my friend who owns Star Vodka.
We had such a great night that night.
For owns what?
Star Vodka. My friend
Whoa,
Charles.
she owns Star
no,
Vodka?
him. This guy Charles Ferry. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, and she owns Star Vodka.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
It was
Have you
someone-
have you had it? It's good. Yeah.
You know what? I stopped drinking vodka probably when that came aboard.
Yeah, so we went to a party and it was like a benefit for Animal Aid for.
We had so
Lorenzo.
much fun.
And we had so
Stacy
much, and Mike and I walked the red carpet, and Mike,
Right.
he was all dressed up. and
Stacy
everything.
looked beautiful like always. It was fun. I had a
Thank
great
you.
time with her.
Do you ever get embarrassed by Mike's compliments because he just showers you with compliments?
I like it, and then it gets too much sometimes.
Okay, I'll zip it.
I tell him to shut up half the time. I'm like, but just shut up.
Well, they're all.
I don't mean it in a mean way.
They're all justified.
Well, thank you. I'm not the. I mean, I feel like I'm never going to equal up to a person that he thinks I am.
No,
I'm a disaster, Mike.
You're very sweet.
no, Stacy, you are a person equals up to that. Don't say
See-
that about yourself.
See, that's what happened.
I once called Mike throwing up in a cab. I went on this horrible date, and I drank like 15 drinks, and I was throwing, literally, I was that girl that vomited in the cab,
Right.
and I'm calling Mike up, and he's just complimenting me, and I'm like,
No, but I listened to you too, though. After, right?
yeah.
I did. I listened to you, though.
I have to bring up something that's so awkward about
What?
Dan Filato. Dan's one of these guys, I think, who considers taking pictures in art, like an art form. You're so excited about the pictures. Listen to these two tweets. Amazing night. Artie kills on Fallon. My pick of Art and Christie gets used. Is that a big deal to you?
It's a photo
It
credit.
was.
No, it
Yeah,
was.
I mean,
Next tweet, the next one. The Doobie Brothers. Their camera broke, so they asked Artie to tweet. So they asked.
Well, that's what happened. He
But
said,
why-
"Can you tweet it?"
But no, what you're trying to say is I took this picture.
Every Jimmy
No,
Brothers camera
Dan,
broke.
Dan was just helping these guys.
yeah, he
no,
said,
no.
"Can
The
you
guy with
tweet
the
it
nice
so that we
camera?
could
My
retweet it?"
pick of Art and Christie gets used. It's like, well, I mean, do you think? Well, I mean, listen. Okay,
Was it
but
a cell phone
why do you
thing?
feel you need to put that information out there?
I thought it was a cool picture.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's a big deal. Maybe that's a good.
Me too.
is it a big deal
Second
to just take a
career.
picture? Yeah, but I think that's one of those things people overrate picture taking. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I thought
That
it
was a
was
good picture.
It's a great. I thought it was a great
You
thing
really
Dan
got the
did.
S,
So.
the difference of the S's.
Yeah.
You sound like a 12-year-old. Their camera broke, so they asked me to retweet it.
No, but Dan's very honest though. You know what I mean? You know that about him.
What does that have to do with anything?
I didn't realize your ass was so tiny.
Well, I don't have an ass. That's
Chris Christie apparently has a gigantic ass.
No, well, Chris Christie has a...
And the fupa.
I'd like to see... You know, I thought of a line I should have said. I forgot. I'd like to see ISIS chop that off. It would take forever. They'd have to do it in different sections. I mean, because God bless him, though. It's about confidence. If you're a big fat guy, it's about confidence. Like, there's all those pictures of Jack Nicholson sometimes on the beach with no shirt on and a big sub sandwich, and he clearly just doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Right.
Chris Christie, I'll say this about Chris Christie. He's a big guy, but he always looks neat. He looks well kept, you know.
He doesn't really sweat?
Doesn't sweat like Mike. No. Not like Mike. I mean, you would never get into Studio 54 like that, Mike.
He might have.
No, it might have. In those days, people sweat without, in those days, a lot of sweating going on in that place.
You mean somebody, is that a drug reference?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Chris Christie's fat is like in his hips, like in like a woman. You know,
It's
like,
an odd fat.
Like I think that men with fat in their asses like that have like more estrogen. That's my.
Is that true?
I think so. I'm just
Well,
maybe
there's nothing
that's
feminine about the guy.
No, that's actually just their hormones are creating their fats distributed differently. Like
Yeah.
I think it's.
Mike, you have an interesting distribution of fat.
It's kind of, most of it's in top of my totem pole head.
You have a lot of fat in your head, as do I. You have big tits and a big ass.
My butt ain't that big, I don't think.
It's a big ass.
I don't know.
Todd Bull's butt looks pretty big too. Look at that.
Well, Todd
He's
Bowles,
black.
the picture.
No, black men always have big asses though.
That's not
okay.
true. Tell that to. What about Eddie Griffin? Tell him that.
Maybe not him, but
But no, look at that ass on Christie. We're looking at another picture. That is really.
Artie, you look good in that picture. That's a good
Well,
picture.
listen, I don't know. Thank you
Baseball
so
look
much.
is a good look for you, I think.
I used to play ball. I was a good baseball player. I'm very comfortable on a baseball field. I do enjoy it. I must say, Chris Christie was comfortable. I'll give him props. Again,
He
it's
has
about,
cellulite on his ass.
is that his ass or something? It's underneath it, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think
It's
that's
like
padding.
mushy.
It's mushy, that's for sure. Is that his ass?
Don't have to
I
fuck
hope
him.
that's not his ass.
His wife fucks him with that ass.
He's got about 5 kids.
Whoa.
Yeah, he got about 5 kids.
Is he a nice guy in real life?
Very nice. He was nice to me. So we'll see what happens. But Caitlyn Jenner, a.k.a. Bruce Jenner to my generation, could face manslaughter charge in deadly Pacific Coast
Wow.
highway crash. Listen, I thought this was going to come back to haunt him because the details, someone died in
That's
a high-speed crash. Los Angeles County Sheriff's detectives will present evidence next week to prosecutors that could lead to a misdemeanor manslaughter charge, which means you're doing time.
Really?
Absolutely. If it's manslaughter, absolutely. Against Caitlyn Jenner, who was involved in a deadly chain reaction crash on Pacific Coast Highway in February. Sheriff's Detective Richard Curry said Thursday that Jenner was driving at an unsafe speed February 7th when her Cadillac Escalade rear-ended Well, first of all, here's an interesting thing. He was Bruce Jenner when this happened.
Wow.
So in the article, it's saying her Cadillac Escalade, which is confusing. So it was his Cadillac. At the time, it was his car.
He was Bruce, yes.
Yeah, not her car. Could he technically claim he was a different person?
Maybe it's a loophole with this.
If he has a good lawyer, they might be able to do something
Could he
with that.
claim he, in fact, was so clouded by wanting a pussy? He so desperately was clouded by having a dick and he wanted a pussy so bad. He was a different person.
He drove so fast.
He
to
drove
get...
so fast. Or did he get the pussy? It's all about the timing.
No, I don't think he has a pussy by
Because
then.
my argument is...
Does he have a pussy? Do we know?
I think he's still got male parts.
Yeah, I think he
Oh,
wants
God
to sleep with
For
women.
comedy, we're saying yes.
Oh.
He probably does.
I'm saying, if he did get the pussy, I've said this before on stage, he probably was playing with his pussy. If you got Mike, you're a very horny guy. If you got a brand new pussy, all right, that you were allowed to do anything to legally because it's yours, would you ever stop playing with it?
I'd be selling it half price on the street. Make some cash.
It would. Talk about addiction. It would make crack look like, as Dennis Miller once said, make crack look like Sanka. I mean, would you? Do you think it would distract you from driving?
Yeah, definitely.
It would be like
He doesn't drive. He doesn't even drive.
Yeah, I would say, it would be like, I would say to the cop, I was playing with my pussy. I just got a pussy.
I just got it.
I'm 64 years old. I just got a vagina. And like, if I was a cop, I'd go, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Go on your way. There's a dead person here. We'll deal with it.
Oh, God.
It's a kind of weird. It's a very weird.
know.
I think the paparazzi was following her or him, her.
Well, what was he at the time? Dude, if he's got a dick, isn't it, and we're calling him her, isn't the joke on us? Is he going to come out and go, fuck you guys. I'm a dude. Of course I'm a dude, you assholes.
It's such a weird situation. You know, I'd have a lot of friends that have been transgendered. You know, Al Martin's
A lot
son.
of friends?
Like a few. Like Al Martin's son is like.
Is Mike one of them?
Al Martin.
No.
Al Martin is a guy who looks like Mike.
Right. His
And
son
he's,
is.
he's
too.
a manly man, and he's the comic who tells old jokes, funny guy, and owns New York Comedy Club. Used to, and we've all worked for him. I love Al. Al's always been good to me. Has a son who, is actually a cute blonde.
Yeah, and
Right?
very sweet guy. And my like I've talked to other people. It's such a weird way he transitioned. Like, and everything's about. I watched the show. Like, I don't know if any of you guys. I'm obsessed with the show because I just want to see about it. And
Right.
he's always like he's so into the clothes and like the fashion of it and like, and now he's trying to get it more into like helping other transgender people or whatever. But it's like I don't like I'm confused. It's almost like the attention is so exciting for him. That
Yeah, no, I
more
know.
than being actually transition. Because I have friends that
Yes.
struggled so hard to transition. And
Well, you're talking about Jenner.
Jenner,
No,
yes.
I know. Of course. Well, here's the difference.
opposed to other.
Here's the difference. He's got the money.
Oh, yeah.
To get the best medical care, and he lives in Malibu. He wakes up to his rich life. Come on.
Do you know almost like it's like he just like it's I don't know. I don't want to put down trans because I know there's so many great transgender people. I don't know if this case is like the typical transgendered case, and then maybe I'm being a judgment about it. But
Yeah, no. It's not the typical case because of celebrity.
attention whore.
Yes, attention. Yeah, there's that going on,
And she's pretty. Like I think she's really pretty. I people think I think for a 68-year-old woman she looks incredible.
Right, I agree. Well, no, absolutely. She's getting Courage Awards for becoming a hot chick.
At 68. I mean,
Well,
it's
that's
hard-
not to take courage. Courage is me becoming a chick. That's
Right.
courage.
Or remember the
no.
comedian? I didn't know him as a guy, Julius Scotti.
Oh, yeah.
He was it's a woman now, but you knew him.
Yeah, he never thought he was that kind of, person, really.
He was like a butch guy. Like
Yeah.
What do you mean you never thought? What are you talking about?
He'd be like...
What the fuck are you talking about, Mike? I'm going to be like Morton Downey Jr.
Like when I met him, he was like, he'd look like he'd be throwing darts.
Is it a him or a her?
Well, when
It
I met
wasn't
him...
him. Like he was a guy like you.
Finish your
supposedly.
pablum puking analogy.
When I met him, it looked like he got to be throwing darts in an old man's bar all night and hanging and
right,
slapping.
and he became a broad?
Yeah.
Yes. It's very strange when middle-aged guys become women to
Yeah,
me.
no kidding.
I mean, it's hard enough being a woman like at my age.
Like, look at Dan. Look at the hair on Dan's arms.
Oh,
Would you
it's
become a woman,
so-
Dan?
no.
No, well, he's not a, doesn't have that.
I would want to become a man just for a few days, but it's no risk.
You
I
would?
Yeah, just for fun.
Oh, no.
I would fuck some girls for fun.
Yeah, well, it's not that easy. Ask Mike.
I always wanted to be like a butch lesbian for like a week just to see what that was like.
Would you switch the relationship for a weekend of you and Mike where you're the frustrated guy who wants to bang you desperately?
I'm not frustrated.
No, you wouldn't. Of course not.
No.
You're very frustrated, Mike. Admit it.
No.
Admit it here.
I'm not at all.
Mike, do you masturbate a lot?
Well, we found out last podcast.
They were asking me about...
They were? Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, well, that's not embarrassing.
No.
Okay.
To you,
No, I
either.
was just
No, I didn't say that. These guys
did.
These guys have been trying to drag
Don't
stuff
make
out
me
of
go to the tape, you pablum puker.
I always wonder if men masturbate a lot.
Yeah,
Mike, all right,
Is that a bad question to ask?
If what?
Do you masturbate a
Constant-
lot? How many times?
Listen, unless I... What do you mean? I mean, in my prime, like 4 times a day.
Oh,
man.
yeah. There's no
When you
limit.
first discovered, I was jerking off. When do you start that? Like 12 or 13?
Yeah, 12.
Uh-huh.
At the okay, say 13 years old.
I started at 5.
13. Well, for a chick, that's very sexual, but I don't. But for a guy, listen, chicks do mature.
You just rub against the pillow.
Yeah, well,
Accidentally.
Now, Mike,
Watch-
but do you fuck a bed? What do you do?
I got a good imagination, really. I got to.
do you fancy? Sometimes you don't even think about a girl, right? You just do it because it's
A
like,
guy you think about?
No, never.
Do you
Now,
think-
Mike, do you do? But no, honestly, Mike, how do you jerk off? Can you reach your dick to jerk off?
No, it's
No, of
very,
course not.
very easily. Believe me, it's not a problem.
Can you get hard without touching your cock?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you sweat a lot? I'm sorry, Mike.
No, that's
I'm
okay,
embarrassing.
No, I'm just saying. Do you fuck the pillow?
No,
My
Yes,
ex-husband
you
fucked the
do.
pillow.
Does your mother, along with the dirty plates, clean up?
Oh, no. I make sure that's, no.
Ew.
You ever say, Ma, there was some mayonnaise in that lasagna?
No, never.
Never?
No.
Your mother's never cleaned up your cum?
I made sure that I
Yes, she has.
No.
Yes, she has.
No. I would not
That's
put it
gross.
through that. I would not put it through that.
Put it through that.
insanity.
For a while, my mother had to fold my sheets with a chisel.
I think every mom with a kid, a young boy, has to go through that.
Well, young.
Now, how would
yeah.
you handle that, Stacy? Would you handle that? Like if you had a young boy that was jerking off?
I'd be like, it's very healthy. Just don't, make sure you clean it up yourself.
Yeah.
I think masturbation is the healthiest form. You can't catch anything.
Because otherwise you'll find a dead whore in his
Right, exactly. And that's not good either. And that costs a lot of money sometimes, these hookers.
Have you ever had a hooker in your room at home?
No, I made sure I kept it out of the house.
Where would you go?
At least you did that, Mike.
Where would you go?
Different various places, like.
Texaco Station?
No. I talked about this.
Motel 6?
No. Like a place where you'd pick women out. It was cool.
Oh,
What do you mean you pick them out?
like a brothel.
Yeah.
Human trafficking.
No, I wouldn't
Jared
call it.
Fogle.
I wouldn't call it that. These were grown
Like
women.
Jared from
No, it's a lot different.
You
Jared-
knew all these chicks were of age. You'd check them out.
They were all
bullshit.
I was in my
I'm gonna
20s.
sit here and say you fucked a minor.
No, they were all. I was in my 20s, and they were like they had to be older than me.
I
How do
want
you
to
know?
start
You
an
don't know.
investigation.
No, they were older than me. Come
How
on,
do you
some
know
of them
that?
were like in their 40s.
How do you know that?
I know. You can tell.
See,
'Cause they were shaving?
That's the thing I hate about prostitution is that of the trafficking and the underage and like the pimp.
No, I never went in.
And how,
If
do
there
you
was no
feel, how does it
pimps-
feel to know your best friend here, does it?
I never touched everybody who's older than me that I had
Listen
in
to
those
how
places.
defensive he is. Listen to how defensive he is.
Because I'm not Jared. He's a fucking
No,
douche.
you never do it on purpose.
but
No
he
one
is.
right.
You are Jared.
No, I'm not Jared. Jared's
not Jared.
Jared's a pile of dog shit that should be shot
Yeah, but
outside
it
his house.
sounds like you're saying
Jared's
that
the
extra
creepiest.
hard.
He is.
He
You're
helps
saying that
fat
extra
kids.
hard.
No, Jared's a fucking douchebag.
I'm not that guy. Just once. One time I was that
No,
guy.
I would never do that. I can't do that. But
What if you
No,
found
seriously.
out? What if you
what?
found out after the fact that you were that guy?
No, he destroyed kids.
Would you kill?
He destroyed fucking kids' lives.
Would you
right
do the
now,
honorable thing?
scumbag.
Would you do the honorable thing and kill yourself if you knew you had fucked a minor?
I would.
What's the
couldn't
only
live with
honorable thing?
myself.
The only honorable thing is death.
Yeah, jump on a sword or something.
Well, no, there's better ways.
What if you fucked a coal miner?
You get black lung.
My.
What if you had made that joke? Would you kill yourself?
No.
Coal miner. What is that? I don't understand that.
Minor.
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize. Mike, honestly, what would I? Because I think
That must happen to a lot of guys.
you go to these human trafficking places.
It's been a long time though. I just don't like them anymore.
So you
now.
admit it, and you have, without question, I'm sure you've had sex with a underage.
No, I never would do that.
You've ruined the life.
I wouldn't do that like
you don't
that
think you
fucking
ruined
idiot.
the life of a whore after they had sex with you?
Well, they've been around for a long time in this place. I can't help what they do.
I went to a rough junior high school and there were girls that were prostitutes. at my
Of
junior high
course
school.
they were. We used to call them cool
Junior
chicks.
high?
Yeah, I went to junior high in Coney Island.
We used to call them cool chicks.
They were cool. No, this one girl worked at the park, and it was weird because we didn't think anything was we knew it was wrong to do that, but no one thought the minor thing was bad. Like a lot of girls had 23-year-old boyfriends too.
Well, no,
when
that
they were
happens a
14.
lot. That
But no one
happens a
said
lot,
anything
yeah.
back then. It was
No,
common.
there's a lot
the
different.
23
And
to
14?
yeah, that happens a lot.
But that was our gen. Now it's much.
No, now
Now it's God
No,
forbid,
that's-
you'd be shot.
You'll be shot. They should be for that now.
A lot of girls dated older men. I didn't like older guys, but
yeah, we used to call them black chicks. No, but listen, Mike, I think you should really repent on some level.
God's going to make me repent someday.
I think you're going to have to face the altar, Mike.
did she look like she was 18?
No, these women look way over
Of course
18.
not. No, please.
God, I was in my 20s. I didn't know how old they were. They were older than me. It's like,
I think if your intention is to sleep with someone over
You didn't
18,
check IDs?
there's no idea.
You look at their license on the wall.
No, it's I don't even.
That's why prostitution should be legal, so this shit doesn't happen.
Mike, it sounds like you're very guilty.
I'm not guilty of
Very
it.
defensive. But the Jared thing, you keep going, no, I'm not that guy. I'm not him, I swear.
No, because number one,
Tough him, Dano.
there's 3 people I don't like in the world.
You mean
Pedophiles like that
individual people?
scumbag?
I mean groups of people.
Yeah, that idiot, people that abuse and hit women, and people that torture animals. Those 3, I hate the
It
most.
sounds like you've done all 3.
No,
It sounds like you've
Mike
done
would
all
never.
three.
no, not at all.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not that kind of person, not at all.
Really?
Never.
Stace, do you believe that?
I believe that.
Okay.
I think that.
I'm not saying intentionally.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't do it. Oh God.
You can't go to the past now.
I said
Too
I
many-
wouldn't do it unintentionally. You are letting it slip, pal. There's Freudian slips all over the place.
No, there's no slips here. I'm up front. You know.
Admit it.
No,
Admit it. Get this out. Spend the last few years of your miserable life in jail, but at least you've done the right thing.
I didn't. I would. 18 and above, 21 and above, not even 18.
Stumbling, mumbling.
I don't think Mike would fuck.
No, not one
No.
bit odd.
All right.
It's wrong. You ruined fucking somebody's life like that.
Of course you do. But I'm saying I think you've ruined adults' lives by having sex with them too.
I don't know.
That's a horrible thing to say, Art.
I'm saying.
Well, they were making money. They didn't give a shit. You know, I don't think,
They
right?
did give a shit.
They were forced to be having sex by some
know.
pimp that dragged them there from another
They were.
country.
No. This was
After they got heroin stuck up their
No,
ass.
this was
That's
another
right.
kind of place. No, there was no pimp there. This was like a, you know.
There's always a pimp, Mike. Who do you think owned the brothel? The hookers?
Yeah, Mike.
No, this was like
Wake up.
No, this is like
Wake up, Mike.
No, this is like a very, like.
It wasn't the Bunny Ranch.
No,
right?
but it was kind of It was like very like you had to know somebody to get in and the password and all that
Oh,
kind of
that
stuff.
means there's no pimp. What are you talking
no,
about?
No, they were mafia. I mean, those kind of.
Mafia.
That's who they're like the pimp.
Yeah,
You think
but-
the fucking pimp is?
No,
the
but,
mafia.
no, there was a guy there. There was a connected guy at the door to make sure nobody
Who
fucked
do you
around with
think
people.
who do you think? What do you think that guy was? Nice.
But
to
he
the
was a
girl?
nice guy, though.
Yeah, to you.
Because you're a customer. Customer, you have to be nice to the customers. You can't
No,
be
but he
an
made
asshole.
sure nobody fucked him around. You know what I mean? He was good. He was
Mike,
a tough
you
guy.
are so
Mike, I've never
naive.
been to one of those places. Fill me in. What happened?
So he was like this big guy.
so
right?
nice.
How did you find out
Ring
about
the
it?
bell.
My friend Joe, that I grew up with in childhood, took me there.
Oh, good. It implicate Joe.
Right? We went there, and he goes, "This place is connected. Watch it. Don't do any stupid stuff." I never did anyway.
So
I was
what did he
just
say
like
to you?
people.
He said, "Hey, Mike, let's go."
So he brought me up. Right? We see this big gorilla at the door, right? And then
That's racist.
no, he was a white guy. He was Italian. You know, what do you call it?
Like a bodybuilder kind of guy.
Yeah. And
The bouncer.
Now, did you have to go to the bank first? Did you
Wait,
have money?
let
on you?
him
no,
talk.
we always had cash on hand.
How much does it cost?
Oh, it was super cheap.
Tell
It
the
was
story.
pretty-
Tell the story.
So we get in there, right? And then I started befriending this guy, right? And then one day he wasn't there anymore. Right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
like-
so,
so
what
I'm
the
like-
fuck you looking at me for?
I felt bad. I'm like, what happened to him? And somebody goes, let's just say he's not going to be here anymore from now on.
So what does that mean?
That means they probably.
So that means, so Mike, everything you're saying proves our point that the place was disgusting and criminal and evil, and you participated in
So
it.
you went obviously multiple times because he's looking for his friend again.
You know what?
The
you
guy
know
at
what,
the front door.
You know what?
The
Some
bouncer.
chicks. You know what? Some girl's 13th birthday present was. Your dick.
Oh
dick.
no,
That's right.
no!
This is Mandy.
Happy
This is
birthday.
Mandy. She's turning 13. Here's Mike.
No,
Bocchetti
I'm not
thing.
that fucking kind of scumbag. I'm not a douchebag.
You didn't know you were.
No, Art. I went
The
there.
big
to make,
gorilla at the bar said, "No, you're fucking Mike, even though you're 13."
No, there was no
And you
woman.
gladly got
there was
hard and
nobody
did it.
was under the age of 25 in that place.
Do they have anal sex there too?
How does he know? Listen to him. No one was under the age of 25. You don't know shit.
So you walked in, and who'd you? So what happened? They all lined up.
Yeah, they'd have like a, or some woman's name on a chalkboard sometimes. you know, when they come out.
Chalkboard. Like a stockbroker office. Like
Boy,
a
this sounds so
sales-
terrible.
Yeah, there's something not right.
Do they have like
No, it's true. I'm not
tallies?
lying. I know where the place is now like a fast food restaurant, I think, in the city.
It always was. It always was.
How much does it cost for that kind of service?
It was very cheap. And
Less than a Whopper.
probably, yeah, I would say that. Less than a meal at McDonald's.
But
in
you
those
had it
days.
your way, so.
Well, not always, really.
Would you ever have like a Whopper or a Big Mac and shit on the girls?
No, I'm not that kind of psycho. I like just regular sex, and that's it.
I would totally open a dungeon up. You can make so much money.
What would you do? Missionary? Would you do missionary?
I'm not listening, Mike.
Half and half,
Oh, so you got half and half.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, half on top, half on
Oh,
bottom.
did you get
No. It means
DJ?
Yeah, and then
the regular stuff?
yeah.
Now, would the girls' braces ever get in the way?
A retainer got stuck to his cock.
Oh fuck.
Honestly.
No, I'm not a fucking sicko like that.
All right.
You can have braces over 18, right? I know You know,
No, but I'm saying, Stacy, I'm not that kind of person.
I didn't say you were. I'm just asking questions. I'm not having any judgment, Mike.
But it was,
You said you fell in love with that girl, right?
That's right.
well, no, it's from Peru. I meant as a metaphor. I've
Is
seen it once.
it easier to take off a communion dress?
Oh God.
Honestly,
Oh, fucking, you're a psycho. Sometimes.
I'm not.
She went to marry
You're
Jesus.
the one who brought this up.
I didn't bring it up. It's
Yes, you
like,
did. You protest so much about Jared, and clearly you are him. Don't you see
not
the
him.
psychology?
No, because can I talk about something else? I mean,
So
this
what
is
were your
like-
preferences, Mike? You walked in and you said, "I want what kind of woman?"
Well, sometimes it's like older housewives there. I like that kind of stuff.
Now he's trying to make it like extra old.
No, he did tell me that before. He likes. You like
Bullshit.
housewife types?
Well, when I was young, I did, like in the 30s. Like when I was
Why?
like 18, I like women in the 30s.
Why?
I don't know. I just my type in those days.
And what would these girls look like?
No, this girl, I was telling Stacey, this girl that worked in the deli was amazing.
Worked
When I was
in
like
the
18.
deli.
Yeah.
They had
Our house had a
wait,
deli.
they had a deli there?
No, this is a regular girl.
The deli
right?
section of the.
There was this girl named Anna.
I'll
that
take
worked
a
in the
half and half
A&P,
and a
right?
pastrami.
No, because there was a girl named Anna that worked in the A&P. I had a huge crush on her.
I'll
Right?
take a blumpkin pie.
No, she was a really cute
She
girl,
worked
right?
at the A&P.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
God.
So I'd always
Ass and pussy.
no. She was a cute girl, right? I would-
Assholes and pussies.
So I'd go into the store all the time
Was
to
she
get
in the fish
sandwiches.
department?
No, she was in the deli, right? And I'd be like, I'd be going down to frozen food aisle, rehearsing what I
You'd
was
be
going to
going
say to
down
her.
what?
I'd be like down the frozen food aisle, what I was going to say to her.
Down
you
the
know what I mean?
frozen. You'd be what?
Going down the frozen food aisle,
Yeah, doing what?
thinking what something cool I could say to her. You know what I mean?
You would
Like,
rehearse what you were going to say to her while you were at the frozen food
I was talking
aisle?
like a.
When you're buying frozen peas.
Yeah. No, Stacey's right. I was looking at the pea thing going.
Would you ever pee on her?
No. But here's what happened, right? I'd go down.
Let's see what
I'd go down to the frozen food aisle and be like, "Hey, Anna, how are you, baby?" Like,
That's
turn
what
me-
you rehearsed.
I mean,
And
that-
would any security hear you say that? I could see
So
Mike in
then-
the frozen. How are you, baby?
No, but I get up there.
How
no.
are you, baby?
I'm not the
Who
kind
else?
Of, I'm not the kind of guy.
Who are you,
really.
James Cagney?
No,
first
so-
of all, was this 1928 and the Public Enemy?
No.
How are you, baby? Come here, baby. Now.
I'd go up there and I'd wimp out. I'd get up there and go.
No kidding.
No, what happened was. she'd
So
be
you're like, I'm going to the brothel to pay for a 12.
No, so I get up there, like after her rehearsing the speech, I'd get up there, right?
Look how
and this is
nervous
what
he
I would say to her. I'd go like this.
He's nervous. He's reliving it.
She'd go, what would you like? And I go, can I have olive loaf, please, with
First of all,
salami on
why
the
would you
roll?
get something so grotesque?
She would roll her eyes when I said olive loaf.
Were you known as the olive loaf of John's?
No, I was like, can I have olive loaf and salami? And,
That smells so bad on your breath after you
and,
say that.
and then she
Do you
goes,
think anything about him smelled good?
no, but she worked there for a while, right? So I seen the A&P was hiring.
Oh, I can't
So I was like,
imagine.
I filled out like a couple of applications in the deli.
But of course, so what were you did just get you to be like the wrangler of the carts outside, right?
So then, you know what? I thought I had a shot with Anna one day. I'm like, man up and go there, right? So I went there.
Man up, Mike.
After how many times did you apply for a deli position?
A lot, I think. They got tired of me filling it out. I think they ripped my application up a couple
Did they
of times.
know what you wanted, and that was
I was
her?
like, I just want to work in a deli department.
Did you say what was the girl's name?
Anna.
Did you say I want to be inside Anna's sugar walls?
No. So one day I told this to Stacey. I went there and got a whole bunch of potato salad just to talk to Anna.
Well, that's believable that you would get a gallon of potato salad.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Now, what year was this?
probably in the early 90s. late
So would
80s,
you say
early
would you
90s.
say to this poor girl? Would you say, listen, I've got aspirations. By the time I'm 54, I'm going to be living in the attic.
No, but she had a kid without being married, so it's like I turned off on Anna.
Oh, that's not nice, Mike.
No, but I'm only teasing Stacey. She was
No,
a
you
nice
aren't.
girl.
You're
What do you
not
mean
teasing.
she had a kid and then you look down upon
And
her?
then
No,
you
I didn't
realized
look
she
down upon her. I was
what
like-
turned you off about it? She was above 18.
No, I thought I had a shot with it, but then I'm like, well, she has somebody else, so let me move away from this.
Facial hair.
No, it's like she has a kid. Let me move away from
Did
this.
she marry the boy that she had the
She
kid
might.
with?
I really don't know what happened to her.
Probably dead.
No,
Why? You never know.
but this is just the beginning of my conundrum. I'm sorry, woman. It's a long
Well, let's
story.
hear the rest of it.
How far back should I go?
As far back as you can. We're pretending it's like a shrink session.
Okay. When I was in high school, I was always a fat guy. Well, shocker on that one, really, right?
No, you weren't. I saw the picture.
I
You
know,
were like
but-
a handsome guy in that picture.
Thank you, Stace. But I was,
Handsome's a strong word.
You saw the picture. He looks like John Travolta.
No, but
almost.
I was a freshman. I was fat with all. I looked like Alfred E. Newman. I had so much acne on my face.
Yeah, you look gross. Go ahead.
So my friend goes, "We're gonna meet my cousin. Has some girls over the house." I'm like, "Yeah." So what happened was, we're walking. I'm sweating my ass off.
Of course.
Even on stage, right? My fucking belt broke.
Your belt?
I had a belt on.
Why
I was
would
so
you wear a
fat.
belt?
No, to make sure my pants didn't, right? I wore a belt. The belt broke, right? I'm pulling it up. It's the winter time. So the girl comes to the door, right, that I was supposed to meet, right?
Like you were getting set up with her.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And she goes, I heard her say in the back, she goes, "You got to be kidding me."
Right.
About me.
Right.
And I'm like,
Oh, so that hurt your feelings.
of course.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then we called my friends wanted to stay. I was kind of ticked off, so I just stayed. And
But
it's
your
like-
friends were not good friends. They should have left.
Well, yeah, they were jerk-offs, really. That's why I hung out with
But they were making out with the girls?
No.
Did they make you watch them fuck this girl that you like?
No, because what do you call it? My brothers played a trick on me one time, too, when it came to like this girl down the street one day.
What happened?
I can't see without my glasses. I'm nearsighted. I'm blind as a bat, right? So they go, "Hey, cousin Joan is here right now," right? That's our young cousin, right? Go over and give her a kiss, right? I couldn't see who it was. I went over to this girl and kissed her. Joan, she goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" Right? I realized it wasn't my cousin. They set me
Well,
up.
how did you kiss her?
Just on the cheek, and she goes, "Who the hell are
Oh,
you?"
that's all right.
No, but they told me it was my cousin, and she was in on.
Oh,
with
you
them,
just
know?
oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
stranger.
Oh,
yeah.
that's oh god.
That's like rape.
No, they were freaked. They
You
were
raped her
laughing.
cheek.
What
No,
did
were
they say?
laughing.
What did your mom say when you wanted to hit on some girl at the wedding?
Oh,
You
that was
said-
my third cousin. It
You
was so
said you
crazy.
knucklehead.
No, here's what happened because my cousin
You said you
Marilyn.
knucklehead. That's your cousin.
What happened was I was always jealous, and they always told me in childhood my cousin was going to be much more successful than me. I heard that my whole life.
Well, that's. I mean, unless they're dead, that's true.
No,
right?
my female cousin, I still like her to this day. I don't have a problem.
What does she
with her.
do?
Her husband owns like a Carter and
So
thing in
she's more.
Jersey.
So she's more successful.
No,
No, her husband's more successful.
no, her husband
No,
has
no,
like
no.
like a garbage disposal business in Jersey.
Right. So she's way more successful.
But anyway, let me finish what happened, Art, right? So for years I heard that. I was like 21 years old. When you go to the cocktail hour, you're supposed to have like one drink, right? A couple of drinks.
That's not true.
I was slamming down, rum and
Cocktail
Coke.
hour. I was under the impression you drink as much as you can.
Oh yeah, no, I was hammering them down, right? So we get to the table. There's white club service, right? They're bringing prime rib out. I'm slopping down the prime rib like it's a Burger King burger. It's all over me, right? I see my cousin, who I haven't seen since I'm like 12. My cousin Marilyn, and she's like in her early 20s. I go, "Hey, Ma, who's that over there?" Just when I was drunk, and she goes, "That's your third cousin, you imbecile." She said, right? And I go, "But she's a third cousin. It don't matter because she's high." Hey, Marilyn.
Wait, and prime rib is all over you?
Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm
Oh
crying.
my
I'm like,
God.
but this is only the beginning. You know what happened?
Oh, no.
What do you call it? This is like a big picture window where a wedding party is, right? I'm taking a pee outside by the wedding party, right? Listen to this,
Like on the
right?
street? On the,
Yeah.
in the catering hall?
I had one hand in my.
Lucky's not a shit.
No, I had one hand in my, you know what, right? And I'm waving at the wedding party. with
Your
my hand in
dick?
yeah, no, I had one hand in my pee thing and then waving
Your
at
dick?
the wedding party. Yeah, yeah.
You were in your suit and peeing on the street?
Yeah,
like,
open the
oh.
show. I was like, and they were like looking at me like.
Oh,
my
my.
family didn't talk to me for like 10 years after that. I was excommunicated by them.
Well, you're grotesque. That's
No, but
grotesque behavior.
But then I was saying to my cousin, "Come on, you're my third cousin, Mary. Come on, Marilyn. You know."
you were hitting on her?
Yeah, and my mom was like elbowing me. She
Oh.
goes, "Third cousins though don't count. I mean, that my
It
family."
count? I don't know. I just think it's gross. I don't, just don't fuck your
No, but I
family
was drunk
members.
though. I would never-
Really? I mean, did she
21
leap
years
off, did she
old.
leap off a bridge?
No, she goes, "You're such a great cousin." Things like that. I don't. I was really wasted, so
Oh my God!
I don't
And
think-
how long after that did you stop drinking?
I stopped. That was in '82. I was super
Stop
young.
eating prime rib?
And then it took another 15 years for that to happen.
Stop eating prime rib?
Another 15 years of drinking like that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, but the thing is, like, we always had things like that happen in the house when we drank. My mom, God rest her, God
She's
rest her soul.
alive. Wow.
No.
Wow.
No,
Mike, she's alive.
No, I'm saying
God rest-
what the shit we put her through.
Yeah, but don't say God rest her
no,
soul.
I'm just saying. No, God help her. You know what I mean? All the shit.
God
we put
help
through.
her.
God's
You
never
can
come-
help her.
God's
always
never
do.
coming to help her.
No, but she cries a lot. She's the president of her rosary thing right there, and she's crying
Why do you think
downstairs
she
to the
cries,
rosary.
Mike?
Why is she crying, Mike?
You're 54.
She's not
She still
crying
has to
over
go
me.
clean your plates.
No,
Yes,
she don't
is.
clean anything out.
Mike.
I know how to use dish detergent. I know what I'm doing
Yeah,
downstairs.
but you never do.
I do. I know how to use dish. It's very
When's the
simple.
last time you washed dishes, Mike?
Last night I did.
When's the last time you did laundry?
Laundry's another story, but I help fold it though and bring it up.
The
you know?
woman's 70.
At least you know how
carry
to send it
everything
out and pay for it, you know?
At least
I know.
make enough money to where you can pay someone to do your laundry so it's not your mom.
You should hire a maid for your mother.
I know.
With what money?
It's $50. You can get a maid.
Well, what'd you gonna get $50?
I'll lend it to
No,
him.
you don't have to do that. I got it.
What do you got $50 from?
I have some cash. I'm not
From where?
I don't like talking money really. It's embarrassing.
Did you inherit money from your dad's death?
No. Well, we're trying right now to have a lawsuit because of him. What happened up there?
I'm just saying, as if I'm no accountant, but I can't see one form of income you have.
No, I don't like to talk money really. You know.
All right.
You know.
Shows?
Well, you know who likes to talk money when you go to pay a maid? She likes to talk money.
No. No, that's the first thing you talk with them.
Yeah.
Like a hooker. Only no, she's not
Right.
a hooker, but I don't want to.
I don't know.
Where would you get the money for whores?
I was working when I was a kid.
What were you doing?
I had every shitty job there was before I became a comic. I worked at a gas station for a couple of years. That was horrific. I worked in Pathmark stocking shelves for I actually started in the meat department in
Right.
Pathmark. I wanted to be a butcher actually, right?
Oh
So
my God.
no, I've always wanted to be a butcher since
Did you go to
childhood.
the interview with Prime Ribble over here?
No. So they start you off as a porter in the meat room, right? Then you move up. So
Is there what in the meat room?
cleaning up the meat
Ew.
stuff and everything, and like all the
Mike, do me a
Washing
favor.
the
Stop
blood.
hitting the
Oh,
mic.
sorry, then.
Okay.
and what do you call it? But then my boss takes me. This is Italian. My boss goes, they wanted to fire you from the meat department. But he had
Why?
a meeting with me upstairs. He goes, you were the shittiest porter they ever had. We thought we needed health violations.
Is
You were
that
fucking
true?
horrific. Oh yeah.
Well, health
What'd you
violations.
do?
What were you doing? You're pissing.
He goes, no. He goes, you fucking horrible cleaner in this place.
Well, what were the health violations they could have got?
I don't know, probably there's still meat in some of the machines. I didn't get to finish. You know what I mean? All stuff.
Who would put you in charge of cleaning stuff that could go bad?
No, but listen to me, right? So my boss, Tony Santarpi, that was his name.
Santarpi?
Santarpi took me upstairs, right? He goes, you always have a job because your name ends with a vowel like mine. He was really nice to me, right?
Yeah.
And he
Vowel,
goes,
the Italian thing.
He goes, but I have a job for you you're more suitified for, right? So he takes me outside. The next thing you know, I'm pushing shopping carts.
I told you.
Good job for you, Mike.
I went from the meat department pushing, but the thing is, my boss,
You're spitting all over the place.
I'm sorry, my boss was kind of boozy, maybe he had Asperger's. I'm not really sure what it was at the time, right? He was my boss, telling me to do it.
Dr. Mike with the diagnosis.
What? Maybe at Asperger's.
He's my boss.
How come you
I'd
think?
answer to him.
Wait, why do you think of Asperger's?
No, because
Asperger's.
just the way he was.
How was he?
He was ashy.
Was he a lot like you?
No, I was a lot different than him.
I don't know. We have to check into this.
No, he was kind of I don't want to be mean about it. He died, and stuff.
If anybody out there thinks Mike has had
Well,
sex with a
you
minor,
know what his name was, though?
call him.
He sounded like gangster. His name was Johnny Bags. That was his nickname.
Johnny Biggs.
If anyone thinks Mike's had sex with a minor, call him.
No, because
That's my theory.
But then I went from there. I worked in Dunkin Donuts for a while because I wanted to be.
these guys. I'll be right back.
Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah, I wanted to be a baker, Stace, originally when I was a young kid.
A baker.
So I went to Dunkin Donuts, right?
But you're not Indian, so they didn't hire you?
No, Stace, it's weird because I was always an artist type, an experimental guy, and they don't experiment in Dunkin Donuts.
No,
Really.
it's a very, the coffee goes this way. It's like you
No,
can't
but
work in
What
a
did you
fast.
want to make square donuts?
Yeah, I did. I was like,
You can't experiment in Dunkin Donuts.
no, it's
Right.
like.
It's not creative. It's not
he goes in the
pastry
back.
shop, maybe, but not in.
He goes in the back. He goes, donuts are round, right? I go, yeah. I made some square ones. Maybe people like these better.
So you got fired.
Yeah, I was there 2 weeks, I think.
Wow, Mike, you have a really interesting.
Did you want to make the
job.
munchkins the size of the bowling balls or something
No,
like that?
I was like making square. He goes, what is this? I go, well, maybe the company would like square donuts. It's kind of unique and stuff. People probably like these better than the round ones. Let's give it a shot. He goes, who are you, chairman of the board? He's screaming at me. He goes, there's your fucking...
You did your chairman of the board? Was that good Indian accent? What are you, chairman of the
Yeah,
board?
but when Mike was a kid, Indians did not own. A lot
Oh,
of
no,
Right.
it's like, it was more like,
What do you-
Vito, this idiot's
Right,
throwing
sure.
macaroni in the bed, right?
What are you, the chairman of the board or something like
Oh,
that?
no, yeah. No, that's more like that. But then... I applied for. I did so many things I tried in life. I wanted to. One thing though is, I wanted to be a cartoonist. I love drawing stuff.
Can you draw something for us?
Yeah,
Mike?
why don't we take a break and then you can draw?
No.
Oh, because Jon Ritchie's going to call in.
Well, we got no time.
Okay.
So why don't you draw something, Mike?
Okay.
What kind of?
Like unusual cartoon-looking characters, things like that. I
Oh,
used to love
cool. So you tried that?
Yeah, I went to. Actually, there was a guy that was a graphic designer that liked the way I drew. He goes, "You should go to what do you call it, art school." And I didn't have the guts to go. I didn't go. I didn't listen.
Why didn't you listen, Mike?
I didn't know what I really wanted. I was on like 24
John,
stage.
when'd you call in?
Okay.
When'd you call in?
He can call right now.
I will talk to John.
So,
I got to show you that. I love to draw.
yeah, I want to see your artwork, Mike. I've never seen the Bocchetti piece about a celli. There's a lot of stuff going on.
We taking a break?
Yeah. Let's.
You can relax, Mike. I think I saw you drew something. We're back, and guess who's here? It's a reunion, guys. Filato, myself, of course, Stacy Pressman, but Mike Bocchetti and Jon Ritchie. What does that smell?
Yes.
Hey, John.
Direct TV. Say hi to John.
Hey,
Mike.
John.
Hi.
How are
Mike,
you?
it's been too long.
Been
Man,
forever.
it's great to hear you.
Thank you, John. It's great to hear you as well.
John.
Mike, I heard Mike got in some trouble last night.
Well, he came to. I did the Tonight Show.
Yeah, I heard you did great.
Yeah, it was good, and he came by, and afterwards, him and Stacy, who comic, they're very funny together. But
Are they in love?
Well, no, Mike's in love with Stacy.
We're best friends. We're BFFs.
Stacy secretly is repulsed by him. But,
No, we're best friends. We're best friends.
well, it's not actually.
Okay.
You're right, it's not so secret. It's pretty obvious. But
Yeah.
they're very
Wow.
good. They're very good friends. They're very funny together. And they were periscoping on the internet, and they almost got arrested by cops. Mike showed up. Listen, Mike showed up to my appearance. He looked like he jumped in the Hudson River. The sweat was insane. And I
At
think
30 Rock, did he come in with like a suit on?
well, he had a red velvet Studio 54 shirt on.
No, this is a shirt Stacy really loves, so I wore it for her.
Purple.
That's why.
Here's trivia from our direct TV show, John. What color did Mike dye his hair?
Oh, chartreuse.
Right. So Mike was sweating so much the chartreuse was rolling down his forehead. People thought he was bleeding. But anyway,
Wow.
he's very excited to see you. And
Yeah.
Mike was just telling us about some brothels he used to attend, and
Oh.
he's very vocal about the Jared Fogle Subway kid.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds
Wow.
it sounds like Mike has had sex with minors.
No, John, I'm not that kind of guy. No.
Oh,
No,
Mike.
John, I'm not a jerk off like that. Douchebag should be crucified upside down.
You see how much he says he hates him extra hard because I think he wants to get suspicion away from him.
This isn't the Salem witch hunt.
I would never do that, douchebag. I would never do that. Who would fuck a kid? That's terrible.
No, it is. You're ruining kids' lives. You're fucking them up for life now.
I would never.
That's very true.
I would never keep a kid in my closet in Staten Island in a drum and take him out like a puppet and have sex with him every once in a while.
They should fucking crucify that cocksucker up.
They should
upside down.
crucify him. I would never do that. I would
Mike,
never.
he's got it coming.
No, he does, John.
Oh, he.
It's
Yeah.
that's gonna be a rough prison ride. That's
Oh,
gonna be-
I'll
Oh, he's
say.
in solitary.
Yeah, well, no, but I tell you what, they did it with Dom or a celebrity pedophile. Forget it. They will look.
Yeah.
The guards might look the other way for 2 seconds.
yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah.
it's gone.
And he has that
Yeah.
innocent face, that guy too. Like he
Oh,
doesn't even
forget
look like a pet. Like that, he can probably get a lot of kids that way with that face.
That's what he does.
Maybe.
That's how Mike does it. I'm sure.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I should not be laughing.
No, you shouldn't be. You're right.
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
You have a job that you could be fired from now, not like our job. not like the old job where you were rewarded for this behavior.
Yeah, right.
Bocchetti, what are your thoughts on RG3?
He was good in Star Wars.
Once again, Mike, you've proven that
Wow.
you do not do the necessary research
Yeah,
for a sports show.
yeah.
I can tell you who Willie Stargell is.
Oh my God, terrible.
Yeah.
Willie Stargell has nothing to do with RG3.
Okay.
Right.
Well, let's.
I think RG3 will be back in the starting lineup because of what they paid him, but I think he'll be knocked out of the game again, and either Kirk Cousins or Colt McCoy will come out and perform admirably, and then it'll be a whole quarterback controversy again this year, and RG3 probably will not be back in Washington for 2016.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that makes sense to me too. I don't know. It's been a rough ride for him there, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, honestly, and on a sentimental thing, what do you miss the most about Jon, Mike? Working with Jon.
Well, he was like, first of all, if anybody bothered me, Jon would chop them and tackle them, I think.
Anybody boarded you?
Yeah, I actually did that,
It
Mike.
was very, very defensive of Mike. That's right.
No,
Yeah.
Jon would tackle somebody and put him in a headlock, I think, like in a couple of seconds.
That's nice.
Well,
Yeah.
that is nice. Now, so you miss Jon's protectiveness?
No, just we had so much fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like peas and carrots, Mike. You know what I mean? Like we grew up under the same roof almost.
That's right.
know.
Now, Mike just did some drawings. He told us that he draws.
Well, it was script. Well,
I'm trying to. The first drawing you did, Mike, I'd like to tweet it. It's a picture of nothing.
Dan,
It's
your
a picture of
photography
nothing.
too.
It's just squiggly lines. Mike calls them abstract.
yeah. it was
Yeah.
abstract.
Artie, you should put that on your refrigerator, I think.
Well, I'm gonna tweet it out.
I love that, Mike.
Yeah.
The abstract. I mean, you're just putting your feelings down and letting your unconscious mind
No,
guide your
no.
hand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it
Right.
and it looks like he was unconscious when he did this.
Mike, you should sign it before you should have Mike's autograph.
Can
on the
you
bottom.
sign it?
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah.
Put your signature at
But I
the
think-
bottom.
Put it where the flowers is.
Thank you.
Make it real flamboyant, your
Right.
signature.
Make it feminine.
Mike, were you, how much do you weigh now, if you don't mind me asking?
That's
you
right.
look
He lost some weight.
svelte.
I'm down to an XL.
No.
No, you're
I am.
not. No, you're
Have you weighed yourself?
I haven't weighed myself, but it's by the inches.
Yeah, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. It's all
So did you have to did you get all new clothing? Because
Yeah.
you look like a different man.
Thank you. I feel like a different guy on the inside. I feel like confident now, like, you know. Like,
You do?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's
I
Instagram
mean-
is only his pictures. It's like it's like a modeling. It's like a modeling portfolio.
The only,
I
the
know.
only place the only two places Mike looks bad to me is in pictures and in person.
Mike, I really like the pout. You have a look that you're giving in your selfies that it's very sexual.
Well,
it's
you look,
very
no, he looks like it's almost like
is
a
sexual.
depressed artist, like a young Dylan.
oh yeah, tortured, young,
That's
Yeah,
a
there's
good
the
picture.
pout.
but sexy.
I like
but
that
still
picture
sexy.
of Mike. I think he looks really good in that picture.
That's a good shot of Mike
It
right
is a
there.
good shot. I would make that like into a headshot if only you need to look at the
And
camera.
you know, the chartreuse hair in that picture is really coming out.
Whoa,
Yeah.
thanks. I feel good.
Stacy, when
Yeah?
Stacy, when you say things like that, Mike thinks that there's a chance.
Right.
No, he
like
doesn't.
You have to be careful.
What?
I don't know.
You don't
Mike-
count them on your friends?
Oh, that's nice.
I do, but I think that.
I love that
Listen,
picture,
Mike's
but,
feeling it. Mike's feeling it, and we know that he
but the thing
adores
is,
you.
Of course I
thank
do.
you. He-
Mike's on his high horse. He just won dirtiest elbows in Staten Island.
No, but the thing is,
Wow.
Staten Island is the first.
No, but who would-
they're known for a dirtiest elbow contest.
no, but John, who wouldn't want to? It's
Say that.
It's
Go
great.
ahead, Mike.
John, all the times I hang with Stacy, who wouldn't want to have a best friend's a beautiful woman to hang with and have a good time with? And
Yeah, but Mike,
you want a lot from women,
but
though.
when Stacy's not here, you have a different tune.
I don't have.
Well,
a
what do you
different
mean,
tune.
Artie?
Well, you say that you want to be with her.
I just said
You say that? Behind my back?
No, I didn't say that behind your back. I
He's
said
shy. He's shy around you a little bit. I can tell he's a little subdued right now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's trying to make a good impression. Yeah.
He sees me all the time. I've called him up crying drunk. He sees me in my
I
house.
know.
He sees me
But
when I
that's a
wake
good.
up in the morning.
No, but that's
He
the
sees
thing
me-
because you know what? It's a
But
great
you're
thing.
real.
She's real. She's the best woman I ever met in my life.
I get along
Wow.
better with guys sometimes. I mean, I have a lot of good girlfriends, but like I have like a lot of my best friends are guys, and Mike's one of them.
Right.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
John, I never.
Beautiful.
The best thing is.
Like, stop smacking the mic.
Oh, sorry. She's an amazing woman to have in my life. She's made my life that much better, John.
Now, when
she
you
makes me happy.
Stacey, when you meet a
great.
man, when you meet a man that's worthy of you having sex with, and you get married to them, will Mike be in the wedding?
He'll be the best man.
Wow.
Will he be the maid of honor?
Yeah, if they let me, if he wants to be.
Mike, would you
Yeah.
would you give Stacey away?
If sure.
By the time I get
Wow.
married, my parents will probably be dead. So
Yeah.
again,
Would you do that, Mike? Would you give Stacy away?
that's horrible to say.
If she would, it's always woman's choice. I don't really care.
All right. Well,
Hey, Mike.
It
if you
is.
continue this trend of weight loss and beautifying yourself, who knows? A year from now, you could look like a completely changed man.
I know. Maybe
And Stacy's affection for you could grow and blossom into something very special.
No, but it is.
I don't want to ruin it by dating Mike. I would ruin it. I'm
No,
a
I don't
horrible
think.
Oh, really?
I don't,
You
I
mean-
think,
well, you mean ruin
well,
your
can
life?
can I say something right on my behalf? I think you would enhance it. Never mind ruin it.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, because let me.
I
let me
see
spill
where
my
you're
guts,
going.
because-
Mike,
no,
look,
because-
you're already starting to look like a young Jude Law.
No, but these are the reasons why I love Stacey as much as I do. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, I never met a woman as much I loved like her before in my life.
Oh, Mike.
Well,
she's
but
a good
expand
girl.
on that.
Because number one,
Why do you love her so
I
much?
think you're putting me on a pedestal that I'm not. I don't.
No.
should
He's
be
putting you on a pedestal,
I'm not putting you on a
high enough
pedestal.
so you could look up your dress.
no, because these are the things I love her better than most, right?
Okay, play again.
Whenever we talk, she's such a good conversationalist to talk to. You know, she's warm, she's sincere. She's got a great heart. She's got a great soul. She's a beautiful woman on the outside, the inside, and it's like I just adore her.
How do you know about the inside?
No,
Ooh.
no, don't. Let's not get that like that. I mean, I love her heart. Don't. Let's not.
Did you guys ever have a movie night where you show a movie on Mike's second chin?
Oh, stop it!
No, but the thing is, art.
Mike, those are tender sentiments.
And I'm very honest about it. I always tell her this all the time because she's a wonderful woman.
But Stacy, don't you see the signs here? Don't you see? Are you misreading this?
No.
He's a man in love.
Yeah. Mike, when you tell her these things, have you ever leaned in a little bit?
I don't.
Yeah, and then he trips. Stacy's broken 3 ribs.
You're face to face.
No,
guys.
but the thing is,
We're embarrassed. I'm sorry.
no, not embarrassed. I'll spill my gut.
I'm talking about Stacy, not you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, I'm not embarrassed. I mean, what am I supposed to do? He's my best friend, and you know, I'm flattered that he has those.
But
feelings.
what if? But that is
What
the
am I
awkward
supposed-
thing. That is the awkward thing. That is the awkward thing. Did you ever see the movie Just Friends?
No,
You have to see it.
No.
Because Ryan Reynolds plays a real fat guy in high school.
no, but I've seen.
Oh.
No,
He
but
gets
you know what I
skinny
like
and
though?
hot. Man, I say he's very hot, skinny and
He
hot.
is.
And then he goes back and gets the chick he was best friends with. Now he's good. But you're like that movie, only you never got skinny and hot.
It's not about it's not about looks. I think I just
Yes,
want,
it is. You're as shallow as the rest
No,
of us.
she's not. She's not shallow one bit. She's a great woman, Art.
So
Yeah.
if Mike looked like a young Matt Dillon, it wouldn't change your mind.
No, I know. I just like I'd like to keep my friends my friends.
Okay,
Right.
all right. Well,
That's sensible.
John, I think always had an insight into Mike psychologically. He really did.
Really?
John
Again,
did. John
it's the
did.
peas and carrots thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John was the first because when Mike bought the twins watches,
You bought, why'd you buy them watches?
me and John always predicted that you'll never see them again.
Were they nice?
Ever again? No, they were horrible to Mike.
Well,
They used them.
no. In the beginning, they were friendly. It was different in the beginning,
No, it wasn't.
and then because they didn't have anybody on Valentine's Day, and I'm a sentiment. I'm
I'm
a
sure
romantic
they
like
really
that.
have a hard Valentine's Day.
No. Liz was saying she was alone by herself. I'm like, that's
What about one of their servants they could pick to just have the
I don't know. I just got I'm a hopeless romantic. I love romance.
Yeah, but Mike, not to the point where you're buying watches
To
from
two-
multi-millionaire
No,
twins.
they weren't expensive.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't one twin; it was like both twins. Like
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
weird.
It is weird.
It's not like they come
Well, it
together.
improves his chances.
No, it wasn't. That was
That's true.
no, it was a friendship. It had nothing to do with them. They were too young.
Don't
They were
yell
my
at
age.
John.
Sorry.
Yeah.
John Geno Smith, what the hell's going on there? We'll transfer.
Oh.
Well, I mean, the guy gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
What happened? What about the Jets? Are the Jets just snake bit? Now
Well-
I know, Mike. You're a Jet fan. We'll get to this.
I think, Mike is a big Jet fan and a connoisseur, an aficionado on the Jets.
That's right.
I don't know your name. It's
Tom is worried about his name for posterity purposes. Doesn't want to admit to anything, and it's all a lie.
Again, some more excellent, honest analogy. Now, Mike, you're talking about jobs outside of comedy. Would you be able to get a job, Mike, you think, as a guy who submerges Brady's balls?
what is the pay on it?
$100,000 a year.
Yes, okay. What
So you would submerge them in your mouth? How would you keep them?
no,
How would you keep Tom Brady's balls moist?
no, not those fucking balls. I thought you meant, like a
How would, the same way you keep an underage boy's balls moist. You fucking Jared Fogle motherfucker. What is that? Is that your kid?
You love to turn it on me all the time.
That was so
Oh my
creepy.
God.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Well, listen, guys. Jon and Mike, say a quick goodbye. I got to go do a gig of all.
John, it was
things,
so
but-
great to talk to you, buddy. It's been forever.
Oh, yeah, Mike, great to hear from you. I see your pictures in social media. I miss you like the
Thank you,
dickens.
John.
You're a great guy. Keep up the great work with your health kick.
Thank you, John.
And you're doing a great job. And
Thank you,
Stacy,
John.
it was nice talking to
Nice
you.
talking to you too. I like your balls description.
Thank you.
Can I say, well, John, I appreciate your honesty as always. Can I say, though, really on a sentimental note, I miss this team.
I know.
I
I
miss
know, me
this.
too.
We had, for about a year, we went
Yeah.
into a brilliant studio that they provided us
Yeah.
here, and we did something that was not anywhere else on television. And I guarantee you, there was nothing in the history of TV like the show we did.